What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another character showcase video. Alright, so we finally have Havok here. It took me quite a while to finally get him leveled up, mainly because I didn't have any of the Blast books. So when we got our epic quest, I don't remember who I had just tier 3'd that was Blast, but I was down to only one of them. So it was very recent, and yeah, it took me forever to get those stupid Blast books because they just did not want to drop, but we finally have him the tier 3 here. So here is Havok, so we're going to be taking a look at him today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build. We don't really have much on him right now. He's kind of just bare bones. We have some dodge urus, and I'm mainly keeping him like that just because I want to try him out and just see how he is, if I really want to keep him built up or not. So yeah, we leveled up 3, 4, and 5, the main skills we're going to be using. Our Isolate set, we have a fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk. Artifact, just a random artifact here to give him Order, which is his instinct ability. And then we put Rage on him because it seemed like that would be the better option with his skill rotation. It looked like it was kind of easy to accidentally proc if I was putting like a CTP of Energy or just like a Destruction on him or something like that. So we went with Rage to try him out. Take a look at the details here. We are maxed out on our crit rate and our dodge. We're very low on our crit damage, so that's something I'd probably work on if I find him to be a really good character and I want to keep him around and use him for more content. I'll probably work on the crit damage to get a little more damage out of him. But anyway, that's what he's looking like. So let's go ahead and go try him out and see how he performs. Alright, so here we are over at King Stage 9. This is the stage I've been trying out all my characters on with showcases, and this is the team that I've been using to keep it consistent. We've got Athena for her leadership, and then we have Shuri there for tier 2 support, but you could get a better team up here for Havok because he has his own self-buffing leadership, so I could use another support character there in place of Athena. But this is the team that we're going to be going with, so let's go ahead and load in, and I'm using all dodge ignore strikers, again, to keep things consistent. So yeah, let's see what Havok can do here. Alright, so I want to do the third skill until he throws that stuff down, and then I think we want to do 5-4. I believe that was his rotation. So throw that, take 5, go to 4. Okay, I mean, it's not the best looking damage so far. Thank you. Let's see if that tier 3 does any better. Not bad. Oh, it's doing that again, eh? The damage is looking a little bit light. It's not looking great. He does have accumulation. It should be when attacking, but then again, it doesn't look like he's in an iframe for his skills anyway, so if it wasn't when attacking, he should still be building it up. Okay, so it took almost less than a minute to get to the kind of face change there, so I guess that's not terrible. Yeah, tier 3 hits pretty good. Okay, so he looks kind of average here, but I think you really need to be like, oh, he did survive that. Oh, I didn't survive the poison on the ground. It looks like you really do need to be like level 80 though for this fight against King here, because I'm noticing that pretty much all of the level 70 characters are just struggling pretty hard against King, even at stage 9, which isn't that high. Just do one more quick look here. And then we'll move on to a stage of Null that gives me a little bit of better idea of what his damage looks like. Do that maybe, pop the second skill in rotation, so once the fourth skill's done, maybe go into the second skill. Not bad. Oh gosh, that poison on the ground. It does keep him rooted in place for quite a while though. Come on, Rage. There we go. Yeah, luckily his oh, that's gonna hurt. Luckily his tier 3 actually does pretty good damage. Alright, so we need to heal. It's a pretty big heal actually. That's like most of his health. I think it said it's only a 30% heal, but I mean, that looks more like a 40-50% heal. Yeah, pretty consistent. Just under a minute again. to get him to the phase change here. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and find a stage of null that he can work on. So be right back. All right, so here we are at stage 24 for null. We're going to be trying them out here. Chose the 20s just because I've been testing a lot of characters lately, and it seems like I've been doing like stage 24, 25 a lot. So wanted to see how he does here. We're just going to go ahead and use this team. He's got his own leadership for that 50%, but we can't really use the same team that we used against Kang because of the restrictions. So we're just going to go with kind of a more random or a little bit more well-rounded team. It could still, you know, be better because we could use like Nick Fury or something like that as well, but this should give us an idea of his damage here. And I'm curious how long it takes him to get null off of the throne. Oh yeah, the second skill doesn't have immunity or anything like that, so he can definitely get snared by that blade twister. All right, let's run away. Oh no. Right when we were about to get our tier 3. Well, I guess we have to wait. Alright, let's see what the tier 3 damage looks like. Okay, okay. Ooh, there we go. Not bad, not bad. Alright, he's doing this again. Alright, can you relax with that? I'm just trying to do some damage here. Alright. Throw the little spinning energy blade there. Get a little bit of damage with that, but since the rage is already kind of expired by the time I'm using that second skill, it's not great. So I get it, you can throw it in for a little bit of extra damage, but it's probably more worthwhile to just kind of ignore it and run around so you can evade the attacks instead, because your immunity runs out and don't really have any protection while I'm doing that, so you can definitely get smacked around. Alright, so that was like a minute and 15 seconds or something like that. So that's actually not bad. So we could definitely do this stage. We need a little help, I guess, if he wants to go much higher. So he could probably do, I don't know, like mid-30s or something like that for me. Oops, I didn't use 4. Is this even enough to get him to 22? No, it's not. Huh. Alright, well, that's a little bit of showcase stuff for Warboss Legend, which he looks decent there. He doesn't look bad. Maybe it's just because I use so many level 80 characters now for like my daily clears that level 70 characters just seem very underwhelming in terms of the damage. But compared to other level 70 characters, he does still look good, so I'll give him that. Let's move on to Dormammu now and see how he does against Giant Boss Raid. Alright, so we're back to the same team here with Athena and Shuri, so that I can get kind of a consistent result here, because that's what I've been testing my other characters with. So let's go ahead and bring Havok in here and see how he stacks up. Okay. Alright, it's not bad. Well, that gets us like an extra bar against Dormammu, so I guess that's not terrible. I don't really want to test his survivability there. I feel like he would die from the flame blast. Oh, and he does have type neutral today, because Dormammu is also blast. Yeah, the tier 3 hits pretty good. I like that. Okay, let's pop that. I think we're making pretty good time. Yeah, so he's doing okay here. So let's go ahead and cut to the phase change. Uh-oh. Well, let's see how much damage we take here. And then we will... Ooh, that was quite a bit, and we even got to move out of the way. And then we'll see how much damage we do against Dormammu when he's got his Pierce reduction up. So I will be back. Ooh, let's not die here. Okay, so made it to the phase change here. Took about 2 minutes exactly, so not bad. So now, let's see a regular rotation. And the rage did not activate till the very, very end of that, because it is the rage. Yeah, the rage is that one, so that's very irritating. Let's try that one more time before we get the tier 3 in. Alright, so the rage activated at the start there. Will the second skill do anything? Just a little bit. So he made it to just about exactly a bar of damage. So now, let's see what the tier 3 does. Ooh, tier 3 is looking better. Oh yeah, that's like 3 bars, or is it like 2 bars and like 70% of the next one? Okay. I can work with that, so yeah. Against Dormammu here for the second phase, looks like the tier 3 is what you're going to want. So you're pretty much going to want to like kind of spam all his skills to get that tier 3 up as quick as possible. So do his normal rotation here, just like this. Then we're going to want to do 2 and then 1 to get that extra build up. And then, yeah, just spam that tier 3 whenever it's available. Because that is going to be most of our damage, it looks like. Yeah, there we go. That was a little bit light that time. So it seems like it depends on if we can activate the rage at pretty much the right time. Oh, I canceled the 4th skill there. I should not have done that. Ah, don't snare me. How dare you. Okay, let's move out of the way there. Alright, so tier 3 time. Yeah, so I think it's... Yeah, it's better when the rage activates once I hit like the tier 3 button. So that's one of the few times I would like to be able to get 3, 4, and 5 off and then have the rage activate for the tier 3, opposed to having the rage activate as soon as I hit 5. Ooh, that's doing a lot of damage. Havok. He did survive it though, so that's good. But that was cutting it close. I probably could use the tier 3 there. That was cutting it close. But he did manage to survive. Alright, alright. Let's get another tier 3 in here, and then we'll probably call it. So yeah, he definitely looks capable of doing Dormammu. It will be a slow clear. Well, actually, I mean, you could use a better team than what I'm using here to get some more damage out of him. And then, of course, if you invested a little bit more and maxed out his crit damage, which I do not have maxed, he would be doing more damage. So yeah, definitely places for improvement there. But overall, it looks like he could definitely get the job done for Dormammu. It'd be a slower clear, so, you know, I highly doubt there'll be people sticking around if they see you load up your Havok to try to do a clear for Dormammu. They'll probably like, you know what, who's this guy? And just kick you out or something like that. Just like that right there, you know. But, yeah, he could get the job done, so I don't see any issues with that. So that is going to be Havok. You know, he seems like a pretty solid character. You pretty much get him for free because you don't have to, you know, pay any crystals up front or anything like that just to start your epic quest. And then you just rank him up along the way, which actually didn't take too long. But as you can see, now I've built up kind of a surplus of energy. So if there's annoying missions where you have to kind of research stuff by doing clears of your dimension missions, well, I had tons of energy to spare, so I was able to just kind of burn through that. But if you don't have energy laying around, it could still take a while to build him up. And then, of course, he's not discounted like pretty much at all, which is very frustrating because the mission is basically just go to his gear and level up his gear. You don't get any kind of discounted materials there. And then when you were getting him to tier 3, it used exactly 10 books as well. So you had to use the full amount of books. You don't get any discount there. I think it gave you a discount for the like the lunch boxes or the dimension dust or whatever it is for when you actually do the physical rank up from tier 2 to tier 3. It's like you got a small discount there. But besides that, not really much else. I would like them to discount like the book costs because that's what takes the most to build up. So that would kind of make it worthwhile for, you know, kind of like newer players that are coming in and they're, you know, don't have a lot of tier 3s and stuff like that. They're, you know, saving up their blast books for one of the blast characters that they really like because there's blasts are, you know, kind of the majority of the heavy hitters in the game right now. So there's a lot of blast characters that you would kind of want to prioritize, and then you have him and then he's not even discounted. So you're like, you know what, maybe I'll get a different blast character. Whereas if he was like, say 5 or 6 books, then you're like, okay, well, you know, then I only have to get 5 books or 4 books to rank up my next tier 3 of the blast type. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it though for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts about Havok down below. I'm curious if anyone else is enjoying Havok or if they think he's just kind of an average character, bench warmer. Maybe they're just using him for his leadership because it is pretty good leadership, 50% energy attack. You could definitely throw him around on certain teams and make use of that. But again, let me know in the comments below. That's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. And of course, I will catch you in the next one.